Hi, I'm Kristen from Tiny Footsteps Travel, and this week I'm going to give you a tour of Great Wolf Lodge in Niagara Falls. The Great Wolf Lodge in Niagara Falls is just a 10-minute drive from the famous falls. We've been here twice now, and we really like it. They have a lot of things to do for families and very friendly staff. Our most recent visit was in early November, midweek, and as you can see, it's still busy. Not crowded or overwhelming, but a fair number of people. We found it to be a good time to visit. So they actually just told us at check-in that our room is ready early, so we're heading back out to our car to get our stuff, and then we can go back up to our room early, which is awesome.
Is this the same pen?
We booked their Woodland Loft Suite, which is one of the premium suites, because we wanted a separate place for the kids to sleep. Upstairs. Your room's upstairs, Sophie.
Is Vivian's room upstairs?
Yeah. You're both gonna sleep up here. After settling into our room, we had a chance to explore the resort a little bit on our way to the water park, which is the biggest priority for most people visiting Great Wolf Lodge. By the time we got to the water park, it was about mid-afternoon, which was the least busy time from what we saw. It's after a lot of people check out for the day and before new guests arrive. So this is my second time, well technically my third time in the Great Wolf Lodge water park. And there's a couple new things I learned about it that I didn't know before. So I'm just going to point out some things around the water park and some useful tips to know before coming here. My first tip is about the wave pool. The waters are calm most of the time, but a warning sound signals that the waves will start. To be honest, we never heard the warning sound because it's super loud in the water park. However, kids under 48 inches need a life jacket in this pool during the waves, and you'll want to stay close to toddlers and young kids even at the edge where it's shallow because the waves are extremely strong enough to push you over. My next tip is about the toddler slides. Toddlers or little kids must ride them on their own. They're not allowed to go on your lap. Adults are allowed to go on these slides, but I don't recommend it. The water is so shallow at the bottom that you hit your butt really hard on the ground, which has the stony texture and it hurts. So the best thing from my experience is to stand at the bottom and watch your toddler or little kid go down on their own. And they do allow them completely check in all on their own. My third tip is don't miss out on the outdoor adult-only hot tub. It's small, but it's so much quieter out there compared to the inside, and it's a nice little break from the water park. There are a couple different food options in the water park as well. One's the watering hole, which I haven't eaten at, and the other one is buckets. And we found the food at Buckets has actually really improved over the years, especially their veggie burger. Both of them aren't open all the time, but are open during scheduled like lunch and dinner hours. I'm going to point out some of your other food options at Great Wolf Lodge, Niagara Falls. I'll be honest, the food isn't amazing. It's alright, it's pretty good. We enjoyed the pizza we ordered the night before, and we always get the breakfast buffet. So it depends what you're used to. The buffet probably wouldn't be considered 5-star, but the food is decent. I'm going to give you a tour of the breakfast buffet so you can see what kinds of options there are. So yeah, I don't consider food to be the greatest aspect of Great Wolf Lodge, but there are lots of options that your kids will definitely eat. I'm going to talk a bit about some of the other things to do at Great Wolf Lodge besides the water park. You'll see guides full of activities and the times that they take place at, and I believe that all of these activities are free. There are additional things to do that you can pay extra for, such as bowling or laser tag, but these events tend to take place in the main lobby and are free, but some of them have additional costs. For example, they were selling bubble wands that weren't included in the bubble party, for example.
It must be showtime, eh? I better get this show on the road. Now, let's see who's ready to have fun.
We were impressed by the animatronic animals that told stories and sang songs. It's just not something you see very often anymore, and the kids all seemed pretty captivated by them. There's tons of free entertainment like this for younger kids. Our older daughter, 13 years old, wasn't as impressed with this kind of stuff, obviously, but she did have fun playing laser tag and just joining in with her sister. The arcade is another one of our favorite places at Great Wolf Lodge, and there's enough there to entertain a toddler or a teenager, so it's good for all ages. It does cost extra. You pay for the games that you play, and you can turn in your winnings for prizes that they have. Before I wrap up, I'm just going to go over a couple useful things to bring to Great Wolf Lodge. First of all, bring a water bottle, especially to the water park. It can get really humid in there and you can easily get dehydrated, I find. Bring extra towels for the water park, as they don't want you to bring the room towels to the water park. So if you want a towel at the water park, just bring your own. Flip-flops, sandals, or Crocs are handy to wear around the water park. Extra snacks or drinks to keep in your mini fridge, especially if you prefer oat milk or something like that. They don't have that on site. And some people use the mini fridge as a way to have a free meal. Instead of paying for breakfast or dinner at Great Wolf Lodge, they bring stuff and just keep it in their fridge. One thing you don't need to bring is life jackets. They have plenty of them there. I hope that this video has given you an idea of what you can expect at Great Wolf Lodge in Niagara Falls. We've had lots of fun there and it's a great family-friendly place. I hope you have a great time.